What's up, everybody? What is up, everybody? I couldn't get our I didn't have our intro song. I had it on the wrong thing, but it doesn't matter. We're here anyways. I'm gonna pop this in, get us some music going. We're gonna get into our draft. This is the Monday Night Mock Draft show, and I'm JC. This is Will, and we got James Saw in the house.
Everyone, hello.
What's up, buddy?
Dude, man, thanks for having me. Excited. TSA, baby. TSA all the way.
I'm so happy that you came on live with us, dude. I got to meet you at the expo this year after all the amount of time we've been talking on Twitter. It is so glad. I was so glad to have met you. And you did not psych me out like you psyched everybody else out. I think I was the only one.
I tried.
But yeah, man, I'm super stoked to have you on tonight. We love like having you part in the chat all the time and getting to hang out with you at the expo. Like I said, was an absolute blessing. You know, I loved getting to see you. And look, everybody's in here already shouting you out, brother. SoCal's in here. What's up? Right now we're on Sleeper tonight, doing a mock draft there, David. Duarte's here. What's up, everybody? We're gonna get our league going. I'm gonna do our duck race real quick, but I'm gonna pop in. So our league is ready to go. Just letting everybody know we're about ready. What I can also do is shoot over the link. Sorry, y'all. I'm all sorts of out of whack today. Let me shoot the link over to everybody in case they want to watch.
Hey, let me know when you're done with the link.
I'm done with the link.
Everyone, evening. Definitely honored to be on here, man. Joining, Willie and Will and JC. Just want to let you guys know out there, whoever's listening, to be part of this, man. To be with TSA. It's a real honor, man. These guys are real, down to earth. They don't try to step on anyone. I personally had a pleasure of meeting them at the expo. And it was an awesome experience. So whoever missed the expo this year, man, please come by next year, man, because TSA will be there, and they're very good people to get to know, and honored to be here, man. So let's have some fun tonight.
Hey, just as honored for you to be here, and just as honored to have met you.
Yeah.
James, you're amazing. So I'm going to get our layout a little situated here just so we can. The reason I don't like it on the bottom so much is the fact that, once I pull someone's thing up, if somebody says something or whatever, it covers us up. So once we get going in a couple of rounds here, I'm going to move us up so then we don't got to worry about people trying to cover us up. Yeah, we're going to start right here. Yeah, definitely if you can get to the expo next year for sure. Things are going to be bigger and better.
I will be there next year. I will be there next year.
Will be there.
To help JC and meet everybody finally.
All right, so right away, what we're going to do is we're going to do a duck race to get our draft order. So let's get a number in here. I know Mel's going to say 69. Might as well go 69. Disco also does 69, so we might as well, in honor of both of them, pull off a 69. So let's do that. Let's also randomize this. I don't know, 1, 2, 3 of us here. So 3 times.
Let's go.
Oh, all right. Get our draft order. Hey, Mel even said 3. Damn.
Pirate. Is that 2 pirates?
No. We got Zorro. We got Zorro up top. We got Pirate. We got like a pink or part duck. We got a green duck. Will's got a top hat on. We got a mermaid duck. We got a naked duck, Dr. Duck, another naked duck. We got
James
red
is
duck.
a surgeon. Surgeon duck.
All right. Give me the 11th or the 12th, baby.
And that's such a good spot.
Disco Raid, what's up? Disco Raid. Yeah, right now we're just racing right now for our draft order in this mock draft. Everybody coming in from the Disco Raid, what's up? Appreciate it, everyone. 22 seconds on the clock. I am not where I want to be. That is not where I want to be.
Not at 16 seconds.
I'm just going to gas out, and I'm going to end up being in last, and I definitely don't want to be last.
Oh,
Give me
I'm
at
gonna be right in
least,
the middle.
like, get me at least like 7th place. 6th, 7th. Come on.
Oh
No.
am I last?
All right. Yeah, Disco Raid. I see everybody. I will hop over and get you guys real quick. I see everyone in here. Let me get. So, all right, I got 4th. I ain't mad at it. Will's at last.
James got 9. Sorry, James.
It's okay. I'm happy with 11.
Go here.
You have 11?
Yeah.
Nice.
I shouldn't have backed out of that, but I have a different way I can do this. All right, so let me see. So Willie's first. Yeah, I could have had you tell me what was going on. I'm just out of wax today.
It's all good.
All right, let me share this screen, share this tab instead.
Let's go, Andrew. Battling.
Draft settings, draft order. I think Ben Trill was first. No, Ben Trill's second. We got Willie Bob Steve in first, CMCU in third.
Oh.
I got 4th. Will's in last. We might as well just put him there because that's easy. What the heck? Wow.
Thanks,
All
JC.
Might as well just put him there. Mel's at 5th. Where's Pete at? Pete's at 8th. So let's put SoCal up here. Pete's at 8. Okay, where are we at? Nathan is at 6. Duarte's at 10. James is at 9.
Okay.
And we are good. Let's just make sure there's no 3rd round reversal because that happened last night on someone else's show. No 3rd round reversal, I don't see. I think we're good. Sam.
Let's go. I'm ready to draft.
All right. So let me let everyone know in the chat we're ready to go. Everyone in the chat here, we're ready to go. 3, 2, 1, go. One-minute timer. What's up, Rich? I'm going to go back real quick. I know we got a whole bunch of people in here. Got Quack Action. Hussein's up here near. Holy shit. James, yes, are you from Patrick Pucci Fantasy Show? Hussein said Disco Raid. Sotel said, I don't want pick 1. Slow down.
First time. Nice. First.
Does anybody notice that CD Lamb is sitting ahead of Christian McCaffrey in ADP?
Well, yeah, because of the injury.
Ooh.
I like that everyone was in here having fun with the duck race. Appreciate everyone being here hanging out with us.
So the other night we're drafting Disco Superflex, and I had 3 picks auto pick because I didn't know how to shut off the auto pick.
Were you on your phone or on your computer?
No, on my computer. Because I thought it was like drafters where it warns you, kind of in a loud way. That was turn.
Nope.
But
No.
it was silent, right? So I was just still talking and didn't realize it was my turn. 3 rounds, 2 or 3 rounds, and I was like, "Damn it!"
Thank you, Sports Addict Network. Appreciate that.
Come on.
We just got to make sure we got people that aren't showing up to these drafts. We just got to make sure they don't get into the other ones. We are trying to use these as, an ADP builder. So
Right.
all right. So let's see what we got in here. Everybody hopping in here. What's up? Wendy's in the house. Next mock draft, usually we do them on Mondays, but just so y'all know, next Monday we are going to be doing a live draft TSA draft. So it's going to be all people from TSA in a live draft. It'll be a live draft. So you guys will get to see us draft live online. It'll be a 14-team league, pretty vanilla, 1 quarterback, 2 running back, 2 wide receiver, 1 tight end.
You're on the clock.
Oh, thank you.
Sorry. I didn't want to interrupt you, but I want you to miss.
Amon-Ra St. Brown. He's my number 1 receiver this year.
What are you, Gina high or something? That's Gina.
No, dude, I'm so high on him. But yeah, Gina, I know Gina loves him. But yeah, so next week, it's going to be pretty awesome. So everybody can kind of watch us draft live.
That'll be a lot of fun.
We'll keep talking about it throughout the year, how our league goes, and maybe next year what we can do is make another league where we have some listeners kind of pop in and they can have their chance to win their way into, the TSA league. So it'll be like a lower tier league, but basically, get your way in to play against all the people in. We want to have fun with it.
Wow, Mel picking up Jonathan Taylor.
Jonathan Taylor over Bijan.
Wow.
Woo! That is spicy, Mel.
All right.
Mel, it is not IDP. I put that in the chat. It is not IDP.
Dude, I might actually get my guy.
She took him? She sniped you?
No. Oh, there.
Oh, please don't tell me it's Jamar Chase. Oh.
No, this tonight is just a mock draft. We are literally just doing a mock draft tonight. But next Monday, we're going to be doing a live draft so everyone can watch us draft. We'll be talking about our picks. It's 18 rounds, so it basically would be like watching, like CBS guys do their draft, or I don't know, anybody else do theirs. I think a couple other big places do their drafts. I'm sure.
No.
Dang! Did you get sniped on Jamar?
I think Pete got
right
you.
Before you. Mel, we are not doing IDP. Look in the chat. IDP is gone. We're making this vanilla. We already do an IDP league, and that's FF7s.
Or Super Mel, just click on the roster. They'll give you the roster build.
Yeah, and I also put in the chat too. I also put in our chat that we are making changes. We want to use this league as a content building. Basically, it'll be a base to build content. We can start talking a little bit more about, because we're all degens. We've been drafting since since the draft. We've been drafting for a long time, but this is a redraft league that we're doing. So what we want to do is kind of do a league so beginners, people are just coming into fantasy, can kind of see what we're doing, how we do things, and we can basically use that to build content and talk about how to get into a league or how to play in a league that's pretty much standard when you get into fantasy leagues, because not a lot of people just hop into IDP right away, Mel, like you. You're a degen. Yeah, you're a degen, Mel. I don't count best ball as leagues, so I wouldn't count any. If you do any best ball, do not count those as leagues because you do not manage them.
Yeah, Disco, if you're listening, listen to that, okay?
I'd say I'm in like if you're in 150 best ball leagues, you wouldn't say I'm in 158 leagues. You're not. You drafted 168 teams, but there you go. Only 3 best balls. 4 undrafted yet. I have the new one that we just started for TSA. We have an auction draft that Iggy puts on that I'm in, and that starts the night before the first game of the year. So the night before week 1, what is that, a Thursday night game? So Wednesday, right? Is it the first game of the year on a Thursday night, or is it on a Sunday or a Monday? It might be a Monday. Somebody here's got to know.
Auction draft is the only league that I refuse to.
Dude, I love auction. There you go. Big Disco said 472 lineups this year.
Oh, that's it? He's like already 100 behind from last year. Now he's a true degen.
He is a true degen. There you go, Hussein. Appreciate you. Yeah, so Thursday, so we'll be drafting Wednesday night. We'll be doing an auction draft Wednesday night. I'm gonna see if I can convince them to do content for that too, but we'll see. I'll have to see what time that even is because we got game changers on that night too. So, we'll see how that goes.
Gee, Super Mel with the first tight end off the board. Big surprise.
She's a Laporta supporter.
Laporta supporter. Man, I'm not really big on Olave, but I might just have to take him. Best available receiver. I mean, I like Ayuk. I like ETN here. I mean, I guess I could go ETN. This is full PPR.
Ayuk is such a gamble right now because you don't know where he's going. You don't know if he's going to the Steelers yet.
He's not.
There's no way. $28 million. I don't think he's going.
I don't think he's going to Steelers, dude.
I take ETN over Olave for sure.
Oh yeah.
Mel, what's a widow league? I think you're thinking of Vampire League. I've never heard of a widow league.
Sniper Mel laughing my off ass.
SoCal says Olave over ETN.
Okay.
Yeah, you're probably right. I don't know, man. I'm just not. I do not trust Derek Carr. Same fucking thing.
Hey, keep in mind though, Carr can still sling it. And if you take a look at last year's finish of Derek Carr's stats, I joke around. I call him the king of meaningless air yards, but he can still play.
Yeah, I agree. Sports Addict says Olave is for sure a fade for this year.
Wow, what a value there, eh?
It's C. William in here. He says that's exactly what I tell my wife about best ball. They don't count. They don't count.
What was the steal, James? You talking about Olave?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Like
Interesting.
That is the sickest number one position start I've seen. Hall, Olave, Samuel. Like, that's just impossible.
I like it, dude. It's not impossible.
Well, Olave typically don't fall this far.
Yeah, that's true.
Right? And I've never seen someone pick Hall first pick, so that's
true. Breece Hall is my number one running back. So Hall is my number one running back, and St. Brown. See, like Ayuk now here, I think that's value. I'll take that.
Yeah. You know they're going to be cutting and finishing up a deal this week. Hopefully, get him out in the field, get him into game shape.
The thing about Ayuk, man, is Ayuk, if he had more targets, and they do not throw enough on that team, if he had more targets, he would be so good. He would be up there with like AJ Brown. Like, that's where he should be getting paid if he had more target. Like, if he had more opportunities, he could put up big numbers.
So
he's very consistent.
So your wish actually might come true this year, because if you take a look at San Francisco, they lost their right side line, got weaker, and their schedule is actually tougher than what they had last year. So they might force him to pass a little bit more.
That's true. I mean, they're going to have to try to keep CMC a little bit more healthy if he's already getting banged up a little bit.
Yeah, like, believe it or not, Purdy threw less attempt. He's got less attempts than what's his face, Lamar. Like, I couldn't believe it when I saw it.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy.
Like, the efficiency out of that team is just absolutely unreal.
SoCal said Debo, meh.
No, Debo I would totally pick up because of this whole thing with Ayuk, for sure.
Anthony, I'll do my best to try to wake you up. If I hear you snoring from here, I will just yell, Anthony. I was wondering, so let's say if you drafted 30 best ball drafts, where do you go to manage it? You don't.
Yeah. You don't.
You just go and look at the end of the year to see what you did.
That's right.
That's what I do. I don't even look at them, dude. I don't even want to look. I want a surprise. It's like a lottery ticket at the end of the year. I want to see if I won money. That's it. Don't even want to open it too soon. Where do you go to see the stats for each league? It depends on what you're playing in. You know, if you're playing in drafters, or if you're playing in, you know, sleeper, or if you're playing on DraftKings, you know, wherever you're playing, you just go to that league, and you can go in there and you can basically see where everybody's ranked each week. Just depends on where you're playing at. I can show you on drafters next time we do. I think tomorrow night. I'm doing drafters after dark tomorrow night. 2 for Tuesdays. I'm doing 2 for Tuesdays. James, 2 for Tuesdays.
And anything to support TSA, baby. I'm in.
James, you're the best. You're one of the best humans in the world. Don't ever let anybody else tell you differently.
Woo-hoo. McLaurin.
Wow.
Damn.
This is true. Debo does a little bit of everything. Andrew going all receivers. Remember, this is a one quarterback, nothing crazy, just, you know, PPR. That's about the only crazy thing that's in there. Not tight end premium. No, this is not tight end premium. This is pretty standard scoring, besides it being PPR.
Yeah, reach for Higgins there. I just need at least one decent Bengals player from each
I
draft.
don't know if you're really reaching for Higgins. You know, he's a wide receiver too. If anything ever does happen to Jamar, Higgins does do well without him. So I don't hate it. I'll tell you that.
I don't either.
Pete's going with Richardson. Great upside there. Jamar Chase, Adams is awesome start. Josh Jacobs, Richardson. No, SoCal, this is not tight end premium. I think I already answered that. Tomorrow night, I think I have it set for, let me look. I'll have to look here in a minute, Mel, see what time I have it set for. You know what? I'm going to go wide receiver or tight end here, and I'm going to go Trey McBride. Trey. Okay, let me see what time I got the show set for tomorrow. I set it for 8:30 East. That's Central Time, so 9:30 Eastern. I might set it to 9 Eastern. I have it set for 8:30, but I might set it for 9 Eastern tomorrow night, so we can get it done early.
So James, what do you think about Minshew being named starting QB?
Oh, we all knew that was there, right? I think he just.
I don't know.
I did. I've been all Minshew all year.
I thought AOC had a chance.
Well, when you're paying, I mean, it's not like Minshew is making like, you know, the number one quarterback money, but when you sign someone for that kind of money, and I think he performed well enough last year. I think he deserved the money, but I think, you know, he deserved to be the number one guy. And, you know, the stability in the Raider Nation right now is, I think it's finally done. And I think he just needs to build that chemistry with Devontae, right? And Mary. So,
and Trey Tucker.
There's clearly something not right with Aiden O'Connell. He's not the guy. Everyone thought he might be, but there's a reason they brought in Minshew. Like, Minshew was a great fill-in when Richardson went down. Pittman was still a top 15 wide receiver with Minshew.
Yeah.
Devonta Adams is 5 times better, 10 times better than Michael Pittman. So, you know, I think that he will be just fine with Gardner Minshew there. Minshew's got that swagger. You know, he's going to get the little bit, like, if he gets into the close game, he might steal them from White. So just so y'all know that he does like to run into the end zone. He likes the attention.
Yeah, the only thing I think with Minshew's situation is Indy had, you know, the top 3 O-line, and they had the running game to kind of give him that breather, right? So I don't think we're going to see Minshew as, doing better than last year, but kind of staying status quo, possibly doing a little bit less,
Mm-hmm.
in my mind.
Yeah, I agree. I think though, what are y'all's thoughts? Do you think that if they don't do well this year, do you think that they're going to go after a quarterback? If it's not in the draft, instantly try to reach out for somebody. Because Minshew's only there 2 years, I believe. He signed a 2-year contract.
Yeah, so he's their bridge guy.
Yeah.
Not the answer. So maybe next draft, possibly the next draft after that, they'll definitely go after someone.
Yeah, Anthony agrees. Yeah, I think that I think it could even be next year. If they don't do well this year, they're gonna have to make a decision, right away. Because
I'll be surprised.
And Adams could be gone. Then you never know. I mean, there's so many things that could happen. With that team. Zamir. I mean, if Zamir doesn't pan out, what are they gonna do at running back? I mean,
yeah, but guess who's also part owner?
Tom Brady.
I don't know if he's got much saying in it.
I don't know, but I am keeping that in the back of my mind.
Yeah, and he can't play. As an owner, he can't play. He can't. So.
I heard that there was something in his contract that he can. I'm not saying that he's going to come out and play, but he knows how to run a football team.
I can't believe White fell all this way.
He's all yours.
Oh,
he's all. Oh, Rashad White. I'm okay with that.
I thought you were going Zamir too. I was like, oh, I'll do it.
Dude, PPR machine.
Yeah, I think Rashad's a good pick. I like that team this year. They're gonna be fun to watch. David, yeah, I'm gonna try to convince Iggy to live stream our auction draft, but it won't be any help to anybody because it'll be the day before. The year starts. But yeah, I'm all for auction drafts. They are the best way to draft, and I think that next year we might try to cover more just so we can get more content out there for people, because auction drafts is the way that you can truly build your team that you want the way you want to. You can literally have CMC and Amon-Ra St. Brown on your team, or CMC Jamar Chase, or Breece Hall, Bijan Robinson if you want. Like, you could start that way. You have a limit for how much money you can spend. And then you have to at least spend $1 per person. You can't spend $0. So your limit is there for players. So, and the best part about it too is so if it's your turn and you're like, all right, I'm going to put out a player, that I don't want, or I'm going to put out a player that I want for real low. Like, it doesn't go in snake order, like you pick who you want to put out there for people to bid on. That's what's so fun about auction. It's not designated by a snake going, in a draft order. There is a draft order, but that's the order that you designate players to come out to be put in the auction. That's what's so fun about auction. It's fun as hell, and it's hard.
Well, it's the budget.
I've never done it.
Really hard.
The budget part's hard. I mean, do a little research. You kind of look. They'll show you kind of about what, you'll know what players are higher, what's worth more, and obviously, if you're looking past like players, if you have a $200 budget, players like CMC, they'll probably go for like $80, when he was in his prime, $80, and, quarterbacks go for a lot less. You could probably pick up a Kirk Cousins for like $4, like you just got to be smart with your money. It is a budgeting thing, but you can find sleepers or guys that you're like, all right, well, I'm only going to spend like $1 on these players, there's just people that are way down there, like, all right, I'm gonna want somebody like I don't know, Jalen McMillan or something, right? It's probably gonna cost you $1. So I'm just gonna wait really late until I want to fill my wide receiver room out or my bench out, and I'll find those guys. But you can also throw guys out early that you're like, all right, I bet you people aren't really looking for this guy. I'll go throw him out now, like a kicker, like you could throw him out right away, and you have $1 off your board. That's our player off your board right away. You're done. It's done. You can figure ways out. It's just a strategy thing. You just got to strategize, know who you're playing against, so you kind of know who they like, so you can bid them up. You don't want to be like Greg and get stuck with players because you bid players up, like have 2 or 3 quarterbacks because you bid on players just to help make sure somebody else has to. You don't want to get stuck bidding players up and then get stuck with them. It happens. But damn, that's crazy. IDP auction is I think we have some IDP in ours. It is Iggy. But you guys, what do you think about it, James?
Well, that's my issue. Like, I always try to bid other guys up, and you get stuck with the player, right, at a very high price. Like, you know, beating up Tyreek Hill, and you know, it was with a Dolphins fan, and the guy stuck me with over $80, and I figure I could probably get him to 85, but I was the one who got stuck with it, and with, you know, that kind of bankroll gone, it's very, very hard to construct a team after that.
You're very right. It sucks, and you have to just kind of find guys. You're like, all right, well, maybe some of these guys will hit. Hopefully.
Yeah.
All right, where do I want to go here? I might go Chris Godwin. I go Chris Godwin. Say Flowers, auto pick. I'm telling you right now, I am kind of fading that Ravens offense. Unless it's Lamar or Andrews, that's about it. That's all I'm touching. I know Zay Flowers can put up big numbers, but they don't throw. I mean, I just feel like that team doesn't throw enough.
Yeah.
They throw more than San Francisco.
That's true, but, you know, I don't feel like Kittle catches as much as people think he does. You know, he's a guy who gets big plays,
Yes.
does a lot of blocking, and he's really Debo. DMC will probably be shut down a little bit this year, but it's crazy. You know, Ayuk does a lot. I mean, if you go back and look at his stats, he gets a lot of points. But it's really just, you know, Zay Flowers, Mark Andrews. I mean, those may be the only guys I want. Zay Flowers will put up numbers. I'm not 100% avoiding him, but there are players I'd rather have.
Zay Flowers, I think if he fell to like the 7th, 8th round, I think that'd be a little bit more tolerable where, hey, it's a value pick, right? Whereas like where he's being drafted, you know, if you look at the ADP, I think depending on the league, like in the 5th, 6th round, I think the price there is a little bit too high.
It is, dude. I agree with you. I think it's too high. So I might as well just like I said, I like Godwin more. You know, I'd rather have him.
Yeah.
Like what is he going? They're moving him back in the slot. He's gonna catch the ball a lot. It's PPR.
Yeah, so one of the guys I actually met through a friend, he actually writes for Tampa.
Oh, nice.
And like supposedly, you know, even Tom Brady retweeted some of his stuff, and you know, I was just digging in because, and what he's saying is Rachaad White should take a little backseat this year, which I don't mind because, you know, he's going to smash his ADP no matter what. But what he's trying to say is when they move Godwin back into the slot, watch out. Like he might actually produce more than what Evans can this year. So he's really excited for Godwin's year.
Yeah, I am very excited for Godwin's year too, and it's really good to hear stuff like that from someone like Tom Brady.
No, Tom Brady, yeah, but this guy actually writes.
Oh, yeah. Okay, what you're saying. And Tom Brady retweets his stuff.
Yeah.
SoCal saying fade Rachaad White.
I think he'll definitely regress, right? Because it's going to be different offensive scheme that they're playing. But I think the muscle memory, you know, Baker, he will reach out because they don't really have that dump off guy, right? Like Rachaad. So I think he'll still produce, and I think he'll still come out ahead where his ADP's at.
I don't mind Rachaad, dude. I think it's a good pick. You know, it's a value pick. He fell to you. I mean, I can't get mad at that at all. And there is a lot of upside.
Oh crap! Ingram drafted. I better watch the draft.
Yeah, Ingram's gone, dude. He's gonna be. He's going. I'm surprised he's not going before Pitts, Kittle, Kincaid like he should be.
Well, my guy Ferguson then.
Oh, you sniped me.
Let's
I was
go.
going Ferguson because I got Prescott. I was like, oh, I could grab him. No one's gonna take him.
Oh,
Yeah, see? Can't
And
matter.
James did.
give me Pittman. I'll give you Ferguson.
I don't know about
So my thought on Pickens
that.
is
I love Pittman.
I'm really hoping that Fields plays. I like Pickens a lot.
Me too.
Yeah, if Fields plays, I like him a lot. He is the number one receiver on the team, and I'm really high on Freiermuth too, especially if Fields plays. Like, we got to remember this is preseason; they're really still trying to figure out what they want to do at quarterback. But Russell Wilson does not look like he's it. So,
Hawkinson is waiting for you.
hey, in these rounds, I'm all for it. I already got a guy though, you know. I want McBride. I don't need Hawkinson. I feel bad for that team, dude. Vikings, man, they're gonna be so hard to watch.
Yeah, they're in trouble.
Didn't you see? I showed you the wide receiver room. It's like
Mhm.
the number 3 is Jalen Naylor, bro. Come on. Addison's banged up already.
Oh man, yeah, it's
DJ Hawkinson's out. Sam Darnold probably gonna start seeing ghosts at some point. Justin Jefferson's gonna be triple teamed all year.
yeah, it's gonna be ugly for them.
Dude, our quarterback room is so ugly. It's so bad. Matt Corral's our number 4. That's how bad it is. They're like, let's go out and waste more money on somebody. Who was out there? Matt Corral, perfect. Let's go waste money on that guy. And it's so hard being a Vikings fan, I'll tell you. Last year, dude. Hey, you know who's out there? We're gonna go.
This year is scary.
And we're gonna get Josh Dobbs. Wasted picks, wasted money. Also got us some unnecessary wins, so made us move back. We could have ended up getting like Michael Penix. Dude.
Well,
Yeah, I got him.
sorry.
I just couldn't find him. No. Thank you.
So annoying.
But you guys, the Vikings are really gonna have a hard time. Sorry, I was like looking for my pick and I was trying to listen. But yeah, you showed me that wide receiver room.
He's laughing at my comment about the ghost. It's true, dude. They already had it once at joint practices. He threw an interception right away and he was hunched over, like ashamed, like immediately ashamed. Like, that's gonna be our season. Yeah. Hey, if I can get a number 1 overall receiver on a team as my wide receiver 3, I'm gonna do that, especially if it's in the 6th round, 5th round.
Exactly.
Can't be mad about that.
I mean, I would love to pick Deontay Johnson here, but
Ooh.
I'm just so much in love with this guy. Like, I love you.
Oh,
Coleman.
he's in love with you. Keon Coleman. Better watch out, man. He's got a man crush on you.
Uh-oh.
James
Uh-oh.
for you. Sniper Mel, I was talking about Josh Dobbs. That dude is like, you did really good because nobody really knew what to expect from him, and then everybody figured out he's just going to run the ball.
Super Mel, I kept away from the Green Bay players just for you, okay? I know a Green Bay player.
Christopher Baker said, "Bro can't help it. He is connected to the other side. Just what she would see. Ghost QB, not quarterback. Ghost wide receivers we need." Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I really should have gone with Jan.
Sorry, Mel. I sniped you. I know.
Worried about his health.
Oh, Nick Mullins is nasty. I don't like Mullins either. Nick Mullins is like last resort quarterback.
It was a mistake. I'm sorry.
Mel is not
He
happy.
is mad at me.
SoCal loves the running backs. Najee, Mostert, Williams, 3 in a row. Hey, appreciate everyone. We had 115 people watching right now. Hey, if anybody would just want to hop over to YouTube, give us a like, subscribe. Really helps our channel grow. You can hop into the chat with us here. We're having a good old time. James is here. James wants y'all to come hang out on YouTube, he said. He said you better come kick it with us. Peace, love, and apple grease. Go.
Bless these wonderful TSA Well, come on over, retweet, like. There's some love.
SoCal said, "Thank you for not going Deontay." Yeah, I wish you would have fell to me. Ah.
I am sorry, Mel. At least I didn't pick Jordan Love.
What are you talking about? We got our quarterback. Don't feel bad.
I know. He always picks Dubs. I would say it.
Dobbs, I think it is. Everyone says Dubs. Who knows? Dude, look at all these injuries. It's so crazy. Preseason starts and everyone dies.
Yeah, that's the only reason I'm staying away from Deontay.
Yeah, me too.
Everyone is dead. All right, I'm going to go Brock Purdy here. He doesn't do a lot, but I'll get a stack here with Ayuk. Could have waited probably on a different quarterback here. I thought about it, but I just don't really love what's here. I really don't love what's here. Sniper Mel says Romeo is my guy.
Super Mel.
Loves Romeo.
Draft maybe Wicks around the 15-16. Is that possible?
You can have Wicks. Maybe, she said.
Yeah, I
love piece of chicken grease for Andrew. I always say love, peace, and applesauce just because I really like applesauce. Shh, David, be quiet. Don't tell anybody my secret.
Rashawn Johnson.
Shh. Hey.
Who's it? Rashad Bateman. Oh, yeah. That's his favorite player.
Oh, he's my favorite. He's my favorite player. Fade.
He buys all of his cards, jerseys,
to burn,
memorabilia.
Bro, he's a gopher. He's not going to be a good receiver.
I hope that he does, just so I can come back and be like, ha! I got a zebra card. I got it with Rockstar.
Brian Robinson. That would have been a good pick too. I like that one.
Hit you to the moon.
Value.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot him into the sun. That's where I'm shooting him. Ain't going to the moon. Shooting his ass to the sun. Yes, David. Thank you. I'll take Nick Chubb.
No. Why?
No, I'll tell you in 56 seconds.
Yeah. Hey,
so
if he comes back and plays at 70%, he's better than everybody else in front of him.
I think he could be better than Adrian Peterson.
If he's better than Adrian Peterson coming off of that injury, he's going to be the number one running back. And if I get him in the 9th round, I'm happy about that. If your intuitions are right, we're going to be good to go.
Well, as long as Eckler comes to daddy, I'll be happy.
Jalen Warren off the board. Mel said, Will, who's your next player that you love off the board? He's going to snipe one from you.
Oh, it's going to be a Green Bay player. Musgrave.
AJ Dillon.
Draft AJ Dillon.
It's Bo Melton. He's the next guy that you're trying to draft.
Bo Melton.
All right, let's see. Will says Trill sniping left and right. He said, I love Brooks this year. I love Brooks this year too. I just don't think he starts until like week 6.
Yeah, that's why I stay away from him.
It's smart. It'll be smart for them to do that because he is their future. Do not start him too soon.
Effective will he be, right?
Well, he could be effective, but what if he gets hurt? You know, he's not ready yet. You know, like every player is going to say they're ready to go. But as a coach, you need to steady them, hold them back from themselves.
Okay, Pete, leave Eckler alone, buddy. I have 0 shares of Eckler.
Why?
Old. I honestly try to stay away from bad offense, and I'm gonna still stay away.
Gus Edwards. I'm telling you, I think Washington's going big this year. They
I don't
already named
like
Jaden Daniels as their starter.
I'm just worried about their O-line. They gave up the most sack last year. You know, they
Yeah,
didn't.
but they have DQ now as their head coach.
I like
DQ can fix that. He did that
like
with the Cowboys.
Ryan Robinson. I think is a sneaky play this year.
You think who? Brian Robinson?
Ryan Robinson is a sneaky play this year. I think he could finish as a high end RB1 or RB2. High end to mid RB2 is where he could finish this year. I don't think that. I mean, Eckler's going to be there, but we've seen Eckler get banged up last year. He's coming into a new system. He's really going to have to step things up, right? I just don't. I think Ryan Robinson is solidified in that RB1 spot, and Eckler's gonna have to try to get in there and take stuff from him.
And when Gibson was in the doghouse last year, he proved that he can catch the ball as well, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, Chris says that J.K. Dobbins is going to take Gus's job. I mean, J.K.
They
Dobbins.
both look really
legs,
good.
J.K. Dobbins' legs. It doesn't matter. I mean, J.K. Dobbins looked real good in preseason last year, or in practices last year until his leg exploded again. So
True.
That's actually one.
Oh shit! Here comes J.K. And then all of a sudden, everyone's like, "Oh shit! There goes J.K. His leg exploded."
See that kid healthy, man. Because
I know. You're just like, why, dude? Your knees don't like you. It's so funny.
One more good running back.
SoCal says O-line going to help Jaden in the rushing department. You're gonna run a lot. He said help equals force. Force him to be running a lot. Chris said dude's got chicken legs.
come on, man. We're talking about someone's professional career.
I know. The crazy thing is, it's like I don't think he can really help that his bones are like he's like Mr. Glass, basically. Like he can't help that. Just, I'm sure he drinks a lot of milk. I mean, if Nick Chubb comes back and he's 70% of what he was after his leg was completely bended forward, it'll be insane. Disco says, "Will, what the hell are you playing with?"
This? My back scratcher.
Back scratcher. Back scratcher.
I have one in my office. I have one here in my home office. Great.
Back scratcher.
Back scratcher.
All right, I'm done with the running backs.
That's what I just said too. I was like, I'm good.
I like the Jerome Ford play.
Yeah. He's a good running back.
He is a very good running back. The top,
He's very underrated.
I think top 24 last year.
Yeah, his efficiency level isn't there, but
Disco knows what I'm talking about. Back scratcher. It's from Family Guy. Family Guy. Oh yeah. Disco and I, we're on the same level. So it's stupid ass shit.
dude,
I love it. What's up, Iggy?
like the guy's
What's up, Iggy?
6'3", Like, have you bigger teddy bear?
Yeah, seeing him, I was just like, "Yo, what's up? You're so tall, and I love it." All right, let's see. By week 9. Who is here? Who wants to come hang out on my team? Ooh, Hollywood doubtful.
What do we got here? 60.
All right, so this is only a one quarterback league, but I might just take Goff too.
Always have.
I know, but I mean, it's not really necessary, you know, in this league.
Why, best ball?
No, and it's just a single quarterback, you know, like.
Yeah, we need a backup.
Yeah, you can find a back.
Not really.
Do you know
I
that
hate that philosophy.
you want to know that last year 54 quarterbacks started
Yes.
in the NFL?
Yes, that was insane. That's the only word to describe it.
Oh,
But that doesn't happen that often.
Mocking and rolling, Iggy says. James is in the house. What do you think about Iggy's dreads, dude? Aren't they awesome?
Dude, him in suit, like when he was out there on the podium talking, like tell me that's not a different side of Iggy.
I love it. He was like that last year too. He comes prepared. I was supposed to have my coat top, but I friggin' left it. That's the one thing I left. I'm like, I had it sitting out too. The one thing. Hey, it ain't a trip if you don't forget something.
That's funny. Oh, C-Mel? It wasn't me. I didn't pick Dontavian Wicks.
Uh-oh, there goes Wicks.
Can't be mad at me. At least I can trade the dudes.
Yeah, I really wanted to pick Wicks for sleazeball.
I think he's going to have a good year.
Well, if known, he's going to be the next guy up, right?
Fucking everybody's questionable.
What's up, I'd say? Giants suck. Always, if you ever want to rowdy up a fan from the NFC East, just say Dallas Cowboys. Show up out of nowhere.
Oh.
They hate us because they want to be us.
So what's up with Curtis Samuel? Did he just not play? Did he just not play or what?
No, he's hurt.
What was he hurt from?
Toe.
Everybody's hurt. It doesn't matter who you draft this year; they're all hurt. I'm gonna tell you right now. There wasn't a player last year that probably wasn't hurt when they were playing.
Yeah, toe injury.
What's up?
Oh, does he?
Xavier Worthy was available.
Curtis Samuel.
I don't think so anymore. Let's see him. Worthy's gonna have a stellar year. If he's connecting with Mahomes like that, adding another weapon to that offense.
There's just so many people to feed. It's crazy. Like, there's no way they don't succeed. Like, I just don't see how they don't succeed.
Yeah, my money's on them to win again.
Bro's throwing passes behind his back. Like, come on.
I don't think anybody can stop him right now.
So top 3 defense, top 3 goal line, and you got
Come on.
The next Brady.
Oh, man. Who took Elliott? Who got Otto Elliott?
Nathan.
Uh-oh. Otto Elliott. That's a lot of running backs. Come on. All right, let's see here. Yeah, Hot Take is in here. I love it. They're clearing their throats. Dude, I like one of the originals, like one of my favorite episodes of Family Guy is the year 2001 where the atomic bomb drops and shit. He's like, did anybody else feel that? Bro. And they're walking down the street and he's like, what's one thing? He like, they come to some guys and he's like, they're like, what's one thing that you would bring on a picnic? Show me potato salad. He like points up like that episode's so good. So dumb. What's up, Ben King? What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? Make sure y'all get subscribed. Make sure y'all like. Helps us, bro. Got a lot of things coming out. It's going to start getting wild here soon.
Yep, we are busy.
Yeah, so just so everyone knows, we are going to be having a newsletter coming out next Tuesday. I actually will be shooting out something tomorrow to everybody who was at the expo and signed up on our for our newsletter there at the expo. We are going to be doing a giveaway Probably won't be this coming up Thursday watch party because we're gonna have Marcus Grant on the show, and it's gonna be a later show. So he'll be on the show. Marcus Grant's coming on the show with Tip Major and Greg Kellogg on Thursday. And that's going to be at, I believe, 8 p.m. I have to double check to see what I have it set for. Iggy would know if he was still in here. But that'll be Thursday night. We usually, like I said, we usually do a watch party, but we'll probably just roll into a watch party from there. But the following Thursday, we're going to be doing a giveaway from some of the stuff at the expo. If you want an opportunity to get into that giveaway, all you have to do is go to our website, thesportsaffiliation.com. Go to one of our pages where you can find the subscribe to our newsletter. I think it just says subscribe to the site, right, Will?
Yep. Well, it's subscribed to the newsletter too.
All you have to do is subscribe to our website. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing some duck races. I have a jersey. I might go get another jersey. I was supposed to be. I think I found an Andre Reed jersey that I really liked, and I might find a David Montgomery jersey that I kind of liked. We're going to be doing some giveaways. I have a bunch of cards to give away too. Stuff that if you saw it came stopped by our booth at the expo, we had them all out. But we're going to be doing a giveaway. It's kind of just like an appreciation for, our website's kind of starting to take off. We've been rebuilding it. Will's been doing a lot of stuff with our website. So it's kind of just a appreciation for people coming and joining our website, getting that newsletter. But our official newsletter will be dropping next Tuesday. There's going to be a lot of stuff on there. I have everything here really quick in my notes. So in our newsletter, we're going to have stuff like news and injuries, and this will be dropping every Tuesday morning. So news and injuries, waiver wire ads, that'll be during the NFL season. Bet of the week, bye weeks. So whoever has bye weeks that week. So obviously, for a couple weeks, there won't be bye weeks, I think, until week 5. Mm-hmm. Weekly show schedule. We'll have a featured article from somebody on the website for the week. Current athlete birthdays for the week, and then weekly sports fun facts, stuff like that. That'll be stuff that'll be on our newsletter. So basically, just go get signed up on our website, and then you'll have your chance to get into our duck race to win some prizes next Thursday during our watch party. So it's pretty simple. Go sign up for our website. It's free. It's free stuff we're giving away. Easy.
Come on and join the party.
We are here to have fun. I need running backs. Ty Chandler's here. I'm going to grab him before anybody else does. He's my league winner this year. My boss was asking me, he's like, who was late that I should draft? I'm like, Ty Chandler. Make sure you get him on your team. Everybody knows that Aaron Jones gets hurt every year.
Every year. That's why I never pick him.
Okay, so speaking of Minnesota Vikings, right? Who's one of their greatest wide receiver to play the game?
Randy Moss.
Okay, after Moss.
Chris Carter.
What's his motto? All I do
is win.
All I do is catch touchdowns.
Oh shit! And then Dante Culpepper is his role, baby.
Yeah, so I've been talking to Scott Fish and his crew. So I told him I donate a few stuff for next year's Scott Fish Bowl, right? So
are you gonna go to a live? You could drive. What would be closest for you? Driving down to New York?
Buffalo will be only an hour drive.
Yes,
but it's kind of unfair to the guys who actually live around there.
Not really. I mean, I'm gonna tell you right now. We know people that fly down to the Vegas one to do the Vegas one. Just because they want to. Like my guy Greg, he's the one who does all the stuff for the Minneapolis live draft. So he flies to a different area to do a live draft there, and then he comes back and he hosts. So it's not like it's out of the ordinary. Like I want to go draft somewhere else too, and then just go hang out here in Minnesota.
Yeah, so I was talking to the guys who've been at Buffalo, a few of them, and they're like, yeah, it's too bad because, we got a lot of guys to fill the spot in Buffalo, but, several other guys from out of town ended up taking their spot, right? And when I was talking to Scott, I'm like, you know what, I wanted to, but at this point, let the guys around the region, and we'll just wait until maybe they can get, something in Ontario figured out, like near Toronto.
I thought they couldn't do it there because of something that's going on with.
Yeah, it's having to do with the law and stuff. It's such a small, but when I told him, remember that New York Giants jersey that I won?
Yep.
One of your thing. Like, do you remember who the player was?
The player was running back, right?
Was it Barber?
Yeah, was it Barber? I believe so.
Tiki. Okay.
Tiki.
So I brought that jersey down, and then since Scott Fishbowl, Minnesota fan, I just didn't have anywhere to put it, so I brought Chris Carter signed football, and he wrote, "All I do is catch touchdowns," and I think it was authenticated by Beckett or something.
That's dope.
So just to start off, so I promised him basically, just to help him out, and it's such a great cause, right? So I told him I'd bring down every year, some sort of sports memorabilia that they can use towards the charity. So, and the reason I'm bringing it up, not to gloat, but I hope everyone here, man, could kind of join in, because more I hear about his journey and what they're doing, I think it's pretty awesome.
Yeah, not this past year, not this year, but this year, but like last year, I brought, I had like 10 cards. I brought some autograph cards. I brought like a jersey, a mini helmet, and a couple other things. Like that's what I did last year, or not like I said, not this year, but the previous year. I was like, you might as well bring some stuff. I'll probably do something next year too. Like I might bring some boxes, maybe some swag. We'll probably definitely get involved and have some swag to give away. We'll probably do it at multiple different locations.
Yeah.
So just so y'all know, Friday to Saturday, Disco's doing an awesome charity event. 24 hours. Oh no, James! Don't fall.
James fell.
He did. He fell over. Yeah, big charity event. Disco's doing on Friday. I will be there Friday night. It'll be during my usual time for Drafters After Dark, so 9 Eastern time. I will be on his channel. We'll be doing some drafting. TSA will be donating a camo hat and the camo X. I don't know if we'll do an Expo one, but it'll just be like the sports affiliation logo and camo, which was Disco inspired. So I will be on his show. So make sure y'all tune into that. All donations will be going to charity. He's doing a lot of big things. So
yes,
y'all should come hang out.
I think it's Saturday to Sunday, the 24-hour.
I thought it was Friday to Saturday.
Yeah, we're going to have to make sure, get it right with Disco.
Because I'm pretty sure he told me Friday. Let me look real quick.
Hey, man.
If he's
I'm not here to fight with you. I'm just telling you what
No. I'm just trying to make sure so we can get it right. I believe that he told me it was. Let's see. I said Friday to Saturday. Is that what you're doing? He said, yep, 12 p.m. Eastern to 12 p.m. Eastern. So I think that's
awesome.
Correct. I'm still guessing too, but I'm going to assume that it's Friday to Saturday. But you might be correct. Because if he works on Fridays, I would assume that it wouldn't be on Friday,
Andrew.
But you know what assuming does, right?
Makes an ass out of you and me.
Is he still in the chat, or you want me to text him just to make sure?
I don't know if he's in the chat. you can text him and you could definitely get those. But I believe it's Friday to Saturday. But if you want to confirm, I would love that, James. So David is asking, what's your thoughts? Hold on. James, make sure you get your pick first. He might be. So David asks, what's your thoughts about Chandler? So Ty Chandler, we were just talking about him. He is my league winner this year. I think he's the guy that you can get late, potential league winner, like at the end of the year. He's the guy who comes in, helps you win a league, helps you with that push. We already talked about this. Aaron Jones gets hurt. I mean, last year it happened. You see him come in and fill in. But I think Ty Chandler, he showed out last year when he got the opportunity. He showed out the year before when he got the opportunity. Like he's a playmaker. He makes people miss. I think everyone got a little bit into their feelings with Madison. They fell in love with him because the couple games he got opportunities, he did well. Well, a couple of those games he had some big ass holes that he got through. And just missed tackles. Like it was just, he got lucky and things happened in his favor, and people were drafting him in the 4th and 5th round and made them look like fools.
Okay, so
but I don't think Ty Chandler's that. I don't think Ty Chandler's that at all. He looks different.
So just text me back. It is Saturday to Sunday.
Okay, Saturday to Sunday.
Yeah, and then I don't know about you guys, but my home draft, 3 of them, it starts this week. So Sunday, fuck.
My home draft is online. We moved to Sleeper in Yahoo, and I'm so excited about that.
No, live draft only.
I love live drafts. Yeah, I have a home league coming up where it's a live draft. We just got it's also a keeper, 2-person or two keeper league, so you get to keep 2 people. And then what's sweet is I had CJ Stroud and Nico Collins are both 15th and 16th round keepers.
Woof.
So I'm keeping those guys.
Wow.
And I also got the 4th pick, so I'm hoping that I can get Amon-Ra St. Brown because Breece Hall, I believe Breece Hall and Bijan are gone, so
Should be all right.
but I can get Amon-Ra, dude. CMC's there, so he'll be taken by somebody.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I'm a commissioner on both 2 of them, and I just made a decision. Like, no, if we're not able to do live draft, we're done. Right? I mean, it's one of the very few chances that we're able to get together. So if you can't make it, and everyone just bought in.
Yeah, I love home. Yeah, the live drafts are where it's at. They're so much fun.
Yeah. I mean, it's supposed to start at 1:00, but you got a lot of mingling, and by the time 6:00, 7:00 rolls around, that's when everyone's done, right?
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. That's what I'm gonna try. So next Monday, like I said, we're gonna be doing a live draft, not a mock draft, a live draft with people from all people that have worked with TSA. So it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be hard.
We're gonna be making fun of each other a lot.
That'd
In
be
a fun way.
It's gonna be interesting. Man, Elijah Mitchell already hurt. Fucking crazy. Everybody is hurt. Take Roshan, dude. I like that he didn't suit up this past week because he is on the team. He ain't going anywhere. He ain't going anywhere. He ain't got to play anymore.
Rashawn Johnson.
Dude, he's a beast, bro. Game 1, when they played in the Hall of Fame game, bro, was like a bowling ball. You're like, this kid ain't going to stop. Oh.
Hey, I'm leaving Ave for you, so I'm not touching him.
Who?
Oh,
Oh, Laube, yeah. I like him too. I forgot about him. I should have drafted him. I love him. Mel will probably grab him.
What's she up to? I mean, she should have like what, 3 tight ends by now?
She does love tight ends.
Yep, she
All Green Bay?
Got it. You nailed it. 3 tight ends, bro.
she never disappoints. Love her.
She does love her tight ends. So she went Jonathan Taylor, Laporta, Pacheco, which we know she loves Pacheco too. Mahomes, Kittle, Aaron Jones, which the Green Bay player passed, but she loves him. Xavier Worthy. Nice little stack here, though. Worthy, Mahomes, Pacheco. Good job there, Mel. You got Jordan Love, which she loves, absolutely loves. Christian Watson stack here. Kobe Myers, J.K. Dobbins. Luke Musgrave, another stack with Jordan Love. Josh Downs, Pearsall, Robinson. The team's still good. It's still a solid team.
Oh no, I'm not trying to make fun of her team, but
No, nobody's making fun of it. I'm just saying, I love that she's growing. She's learning.
Oh, yeah.
It is. You're right, though, James. She does love her tight ends.
Hey, you called that. What, she had 3?
Yeah, right on the money.
love you, Super Mel.
I love it. I hope Mel comes next year. I know she was trying to come to the expo this year, but her daughter's wedding was, that's way more important. It costs a lot of money to go from Texas to Wisconsin. So.
Oh, no kidding. Congratulations, Super Mel.
Airbnb, William says they get an Airbnb for their home draft for 2 days. Everyone comes from all over East Coast. He said
Nice.
we have a champions dinner and plenty of drinks the first night and draft the second. Hey, you know what would be really fun is if you all did it like the Masters, like whoever won, they get to that year, or the previous year, they get to choose the dinner, right? They get to choose the dinner that's served, and then they get to present the trophy to the following, the next person up. So it's kind of like the Masters.
That's awesome. What an idea. We actually tried to do that one year in one of the leagues. Go up to golf resort and try to do it, but just the timing, it's just sometimes very hard, right?
They are, yes. Everyone's so busy.
And like right now, like early September, we got to move her daughter into her new place for
Yes.
like kind of sucks, but what are you gonna do?
Yeah, it's life, man. Hey, Hussein said James is the GOAT.
Sub Hussein, man, I can't believe you guys let me draft this. Like, I wish I could keep this team.
That's good, dude. I love it. So what we are going to do is with every single one of our drafts, we just set it and forget it. We turn it into a best ball league, and we'll see how it finishes at the end of the year. Just to set it and forget it.
It's wild where like some of the quarterbacks fell, right? And then went pretty heavy with the tight ends, and that died off fairly quickly.
Yeah, I want to go Theo Johnson, but dude, Daniel Jones is so bad. He's so bad.
There's your QB1. Hot take. Maybe he's not watching anymore.
Oh, he's so bad. He's so bad.
You might want to
So
have,
bad.
he's got enough running backs.
Oh, dude, William said that's exactly what they do. He said they choose the dinner and they get a green jacket. That's awesome. He said they also present the Pube Cube to the previous year's last place finisher, the Pube Cube. Love you too, Mel. Oh, it's so funny. I love that. Oh, it's good stuff. All right, last pick, Will. Who is Mr. Is it likely? Hey, get it with Mark Andrews. Man, hate it. Let's look some of these teams real quick. If you guys mull over real quick, just kind of go through while I'm talking about people's teams. Tell me who you think is the best team that you like, that you want to go over. I'll start at Willie's team. He went Brees Hall, Olave, Deebo Samuel, which James loved this start, I know. Mark Andrews, DJ Moore. So nice little triple receivers here. Olave, Deebo, Moore. Some great guys there, good value. Zamir White, Kyler Murray, Devin Singletary, Brian Robinson, which I really love there in the 9th round. Khalil Shakir, Dontavian Wicks, Rashid Shaheed, Khalil McLaughlin, which is awesome. I love seeing him go off here down 13th. Khalil Herbert, Will Levis, and Isaiah Likely. Thoughts on that team?
That's a pretty solid team, right? I mean, he's got good depth, a really strong top-heavy team, right? But like he's got depth, so should be able to carry him throughout the season.
Yeah,
and he's got some really good trade baits. Like, you know, when Watson goes out, Wick should be able to come in and possibly use that piece with something else to trade to upgrade his team.
Yeah, I mean, so Wicks, the Wicks thing is, here's my thoughts on Wicks. He's still going to be the 4 on that team, you know, regardless. You know, they're still going to have Christian Watson out there. Dontavian Wicks, his upside is if somebody gets hurt. Like, if somebody gets hurt, he's going to come to that game and he's going to put up like 2 touchdowns. You're like, oh shit. Like, when somebody goes down, just play him. You know, he's a great flex in that opportunity, like, for sure. There you go, dude. Disco said, James, you need to be on streams more often, you legend, you.
Oh, please. I told you, Pete's gave me $500 appearance fee, right? Like,
stroking James's ego. I love it. All right, so yeah, I like this team. It's solid all the way around. If anything does happen to Mark Andrews, you know, you have Likely there, and Likely did show out. Kyler Murray, I think he's going to be a top 5 QB this year. He could finish that high. I mean, that team is set. Their offense is set too, man. They're stacked. Brees Hall, Zamir White. I mean, I'm not big on Zamir White, but if Zamir White does take off, I mean, this is a solid running back room. With Brian Robinson, I like that. Good fill-in if either one of those guys don't pan out. Yeah, it's a solid team. All right, let's go to who is next? Ben Trillin. I know Trill was sniping our guy Will a bunch, so he went Lamar, Devon Achane, James Conner. So 2 guys that do get banged up. It's okay. They still have huge upside. CeeDee Lamb, Malik Neighbors. I love Malik Neighbors, but I hate his quarterback. Oh, it's gonna be so bad, dude. I think Neighbors' upside is very limited now. With they don't look good, man. They really don't look good. I'm really worried about that team. TJ Hawkinson, getting him late, dude. 11th round is great. Amari Cooper, Rashee Rice, Jonathan Brooks, great pick there. I'm high on Jonathan Brooks. Just if I grab Brooks, I don't know. I think it's just like I'm gonna grab Chuba. Like, he still has value. Like, even if Brooks gets the start, which he won't probably be starting until I think the smartest thing they can do is not start until week 6 or whatever, week 5, 6. Let him get solidified. Let him get enough practices in. Get him in there. Get him strengthened up so he's completely healed and ready to go. Because he is going to be fun to watch when he's ready to go. That team's fun. That team's going to be fun to watch. Let's see here. So, like I said, I like to just grab Chuba. And if that team, like, I feel like if that team doesn't play well, they might shut down Brooks early and just let Chuba run. So there is also that possibility. So that's the reason I do want Chuba on the team. Chase Brown, good. I like that. Cortland Sutton, Tyler Lockett, Darnell Mooney. I really like the Mooney pick here. Tyrone Tracy, Taysom Hill, Javon Baker. I like Baker too, man. It's a fun team. I mean, if Neighbors is going to play well, but you do have enough depth here just in case something does not pan out well for that team. So worried. All right. Let's get into CMU. So he is auto drafted. So we'll get into mine real quick. So I was fourth. I was fourth overall. I went Brock Purdy, Brandon Ayuk, got that kind of little stack there. Travis Etienne, Tony Pollard. This is, full PPR, so I went with that route for running backs. Amon-Ra, St. Brown, Brandon Ayuk. I think those guys are very consistent. So I think it's going to be throughout the year. It's like, all right, I'm good with having these players. They're going to consistently put up points, and I don't have to worry about kind of moving guys in. Like having to worry about upside plays. Trey McBride, everyone's high on him. He finishes the top 3. I feel George Pickens, I think it's more of the upside play. If they do learn if that team does develop, I feel like they still get, 8 to 9 wins every year regardless. So they're going to figure it out. Let's see. Chris Godwin, love that pick. Got him in almost the 7th round. Nick Chubb, that was more of a value. I'm hoping, I'm hoping that he turns around and at least is a 70% of what he was before his injury. At that point, he's like a 4th or 5th round running back in the 9th round. So I don't mind that. Goff was just a backup. I wanted him with Amon-Ra St. Brown. Curtis Samuel, obviously he's injured, but I like the upside play. His route tree is insane. Ty Chandler's my league winner. Then we got Gabe Davis, Braylon Allen, Roshan Johnson, Mike Conklin. There's a couple guys I feel that can fill in, and if I got to stick him in there or if something happens in front of somebody else, I think that they can fill in. Mel says hers is a C. Let me see real quick. I want to go in here. We'll go in order. So, Mel, yours is next. So, Mel goes Pat Mahomes, Isaiah Pacheco. I love that. Xavier Worthy. I feel that's going to be awesome. So Jonathan Taylor, he's going to be awesome. I just feel like instead of him, I go Bijan, right? You go Bijan over Jonathan Taylor, right? Right?
You can case for both, right?
Yeah, you're right.
Has nobody behind him, right? So
I think it's more the competition of Anthony Richardson. That's more of my Richardson's gonna run the ball. That's what he does. Kirk Cousins, he will dump it off to his running backs. Bijan's gonna run the ball, but you do have the Tyler Algier that's right there behind him that I know Pete's very high on. So there is that competition. So they both do have somewhat of a competition.
I think JT will get majority of the goal line so that they can keep the quarterback healthy, right?
They have to keep the quarterback healthy.
Yeah.
So then she's got Christian Watson stacked with Jordan Love, in case she has to throw Jordan Love in there. So her tight ends, we all know she likes to go tight end heavy. So Sam Laporta, George Kittle, big upside there. Aaron Jones, Jacoby Myers. Don't hate it. I love Jacoby Myers. Aaron Jones, we know, could get hurt. So if I have Aaron Jones, I'm trying to get Ty Chandler. So J.K. Dobbins, Luke Musgrave, Josh Downs, Ricky Pearsall, Wan'Dale Robinson, Dylan Lave. I love the last pick here. Wan'Dale Robinson has upside, but, Daniel Jones, Ricky Pearsall definitely has upside. Josh Downs, he's a little banged up. Luke Musgrave, we love him. And JK, JK just got to stay healthy. JK's worst enemy is himself. His health. So Other than that, man, I think it's a great team. I think it's a very solid. You built a solid team. I mean, you went tight end heavy. You want bully tight end. So I mean, if you do that, you gotta learn how to build your team. And I feel you did pretty well here. You still have a huge love for your Packers, but I do love that you're kind of learning. Like some guys you can wait on, and so you're not just reaching. So I do love that you're learning that you don't have to reach for players. You can kind of find, like, even if you do reach one round because you want to guarantee you get your player, that's better than reaching 6 rounds, to get your player. So I do love that you're learning. For that, I give you a B+. How about that?
I don't think it was a C. I think it's better than that.
Yeah, I think it's above a B. It's a good team. I think you built a solid team here. Like, it's a solid team.
I think she'll have a slow start because of her wide receiver, but the upside that she has with her wide receivers is pretty high.
I agree 100%. Like, if Christian Watson can stay healthy, the upside is massive. Xavier Worthy, if he plays like he's been playing with Mahomes, and that connection becomes like, if he becomes something really well, because Hollywood Brown doesn't become something, which I think Hollywood still does become something, but Xavier has that upside to become something crazy good. That's what I think. They still got Rashee Rice too. There's just a lot of players to throw to, but if Xavier becomes that second target, Kelsey, and it's huge.
Yeah, like, I think Hollywood Brown, I think he'll be lucky to play 5 to 6 games. I mean, that guy just can't stay healthy, and there's no way I'm touching him. And I think that's why I love Worthy's upside.
I love Worley's upside too. All right, let's see. Will says, what pick would you guys switch from the teams that you drafted? So if there was real quick, I'll do mine since we already went over my team. Then when we get to your team, you can answer that question. So from mine, I don't know. Where were we though? Let's see. I think instead of going Brock Purdy, I probably would have waited and just let's see what's in those rounds. I just didn't like what was really around Brock Purdy. Going this way, I guess I could have took Brian Robinson. I think that would have been probably a better pick here, and then just more solidified my running back room. And then probably waited and grabbed Goff, and then grabbed somebody down here, at running or wide receiver that could have just. Yeah, I think that would have been a better play for my team. Let's do Nate's real quick. Let me pull this back up. So Nate from the 6th spot. So he got Bijan to follow him. I mean, like I said, we were talking about, Jonathan Taylor or Bijan, could be either if you want. Just depends on who you want. So he got Bijan, Zach Moss. That's his running back room. So it looks like he kind of faded running back. He went with a 0 RB approach. So he got Josh Allen in the 3rd. Puka Nacua in the 2nd, which, man, he fell pretty far, which is wild. He's a little banged up or whatever. But it doesn't mean the value now is him falling that far is great. I like that. That's awesome. So Stephon Diggs is his other receiver, which I'm sorry, I'm still not there with Diggs. I just don't see it. Dalton Kincaid, Keenan Allen, Ladd McConkey, Jalen Warren. I like this build here. Dalton Kincaid, he could have a lot of upside. He got the stack with Josh Allen. Keenan Allen, dude, still at his age and for house, he's like a 4.6 receiver, and he still is one of the best, route runners in the NFL. He's still going to put up numbers, I feel, in that system. So it's a great pick. What's up, Bayou? Oh,
Bayou?
You saw on the big screen. He said, look at him. Just look at. Will you look at him? So you got Ladd McConkey, which I'm very high on. I think he's going to be the number 1 receiver on that team. Jalen Warren, he's going to be sharing with Najee, but Jalen Warren last year did very well. So bench here is Blake Corum, Zeke Elliott, Josh Palmer, Jalen Polk, Kimani Vidal, Elijah Mitchell, who's banged up. I think you're almost better going. Dang it, who's the guy that's there? Not Noah Gray or not James Gray, or he used to play there, but who's the guy? There's another running back that's in San Francisco.
Mason.
Yeah, Jordan. Is it Jordan Mason?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would rather have him. I think his upside. I mean, I love Elijah Mitchell. I love him a lot. We're giving away one of his jerseys. I love him. He before CMC was there, he was a 1,000-yard rusher. Like, he has the upside to be good, but he also is fragile.
I looked for him and I couldn't find his name. Like, he must have been way down the list.
He is way down there. You almost have to type him in there. But what up, Ralph? What up?
Well,
Yeah, so let me see here. I mean, I like this team. The bench is solid. I mean, he's got one of Will's favorite running backs on his team, Zeke Elliott.
it's true.
It is true, isn't it?
Hey,
It's true.
Ugh.
Like pre-Patriots, but yeah.
All right, why doesn't it let me? Okay, there we go. Be
Well,
nice to me.
truth be told, Zeke actually didn't do too bad considering what he had to work with last year.
Yeah.
You
Right.
are right.
Yeah. He'll be a red zone running back this year.
I don't know what everybody saw in Mac Jones coming out of. I mean,
Me neither.
he played for an elite team, in college. Doesn't mean, he's going to pan out to be a great quarterback. Ugh. You should have known it when you saw him walking down when he was walking down, dude. He looked like he just had like 6 cheeseburgers. Like, he was good to go. Like, he did not look like he was ready to play in the NFL, bro. He made Ben Roethlisberger look small.
Big Ben.
All right, so SoCal goes Jaden Daniels, Saquon Barkley, Alvin Kamara. I love this running back room. Tyreek Hill, DK Metcalf. I love this wide receiver room. So it kind of helped waiting on quarterback. You got a quarterback in the 9th round. Pat Fryermuth, who I'm very high on. Even though I'm telling you, just take the preseason with a grain of salt. Please don't get overexcited about players just because of preseason. Certain players, yes, but just be patient. We see teams go win all preseason games, look hot, and then come out into the season and look like horseshit. Just take preseason with a grain of salt. What's up, TD? TD popping in the building. What's up, my brother?
TD Good. I like that name.
Dude, I love TD,
Clever.
man. I play in one of his leagues, and it's deep. IDP, and it's very deep. I think it's like 50-something people on a roster. It's deep.
Woo!
It's deep. All right, Devonta Smith, Ramondre Stevenson, Calvin Ridley. Love this. So far, I think that, SoCal's built a very solid team. This so far might be my favorite so far that I've seen. Deontay Johnson, which fell to him. Tua. Like, this is Rico Dowdle, John. There's a lot of upside in this team, and it's very solid. Like, it's a very solid floor, high upside. So I think this one so far is my favorite of the draft.
Yeah, so if you take a look at SoCal's, even go up to 8, 9, 10 pick, I don't know if I've seen a better start on paper.
Yeah, I think it's very solid. You just played it very very smart, very safe, and the upside is very high and the floor is high. So I like that. Very, very solid team, SoCal. That's why this league is going to be very hard that we drafted. We drafted and get some tough.
Yeah.
Like, he's got a couple of nice stacks going as well. Like, that's solid, like, best start to at least 10th, 11th round.
Yeah, great job there. Come on. Be nice to me. I should just be able to go. There we go. All right. It's so difficult. All right, here's Pete's team. Pete went Anthony Richardson in the 4th round, which I like that. Josh Jacobs, Kenneth Walker, solid running back room. Jamar Chase, which he got Jamar to fall to him. That was great. Devonta Adams, that's a solid wide receiver room. Brock Bowers, the upside's there. just not 100% sure, right? We're not really fully sure on what's going to happen in that offense. We'll have to see. We're really going to have to see what Minshew does. Throw into the tight ends. If they run 2 tight end sets, who's going to be the main target? I hope Brock Bowers gets a lot of play. He should. Panel approved. SoCal loves it. Yeah, dude. I like Brock Bowers. I like what his upside is. I just don't know yet. So if you're drafting Brock, he did go get Cole Kmet, so I do like that. That's good, solid. Had to go grab. Jaden Reed, Jackson Smith, and Jake Budd, Zach Charbonnet. So 2 guys here on your bench or in your flex on the same team. Not sure about that. Obviously, you can move players around. Joe Burrow, man, getting him that late is crazy. Joe Burrow in the 9th round gets a stack with Jamar Chase. Love that. Great value. Adonai Mitchell, Cole Kmet, Brandon Cooks, Marshawn Lloyd, Kendre Miller, Damian Pierce. So these last 3 guys, I think it's kind of hopes and dreams that you're hoping these guys kind of pan out. Damian Pierce could do well, but you got somebody very important in front of him and Joe Mixon, right? I mean, he's not going to give up a lot of touches. I also see, Kendre Miller, same thing. Probably won't get a lot of opportunity. And Marshawn Lloyd, is it him or is it going to be A.J. Dillon who's second in that pecking order? Not sure. So, you're just kind of hopes and dreams on that one. But the rest of the team, man, I like Brandon Cooks. I like Cole Kmet. Brandon Cooks, he'll probably put up, 800 yards, 700 yards. I'm good with that. That late, fine with that. Adonai Mitchell, rookie, going to be great. I mean, this team's good.
Yeah.
The bench is just, or the flex spot is not super great, but he could put some players in there if he needed to. Mel's in here says, nice team, SoCal. What's your thoughts, James?
Yeah, it's pretty solid, right? But I think where he kind of fell a little bit was after Brandon Cooks. Like, I'm very high on Brandon Cooks, depending on what his health is. That's why I always try to draft Tolbert. But
yeah, I love Tolbert.
Just like you said, I mean, he needed to add 2 depth players at the end, right? And I think that's like his only weakness there.
Yeah, I agree with you. Like, he could have reached out and grabbed Labe before Mel did. Like that's somebody I think I'd rather have over any of those other guys. Okay. James's team, your team, buddy. He goes, All right, so James, he starts off, AJ Brown, love. I'm not high on Drake London, but a lot of other people are. The only reason I'm not high on him is because I'd rather go grab somebody like shit. My brain isn't working. Help me.
You got Cup.
No, I'm talking about in the later rounds. Same team.
Oh, you mean Mooney?
Yeah, Darnell Mooney. Thank you. My brain is not working. Yeah, I think I'd rather go get Darnell Mooney in just a little bit later. He probably will have like 400 yards less, but if I can get that like 10 rounds later, I think that's just I think I like that play. I think I'd rather have like anybody here more, just because Adams really does not have competition. He's gonna probably he's probably gonna get 170 targets again this year, But yeah, the upside is there for Drake London. He could show out and be somebody like Justin Jefferson light with Kirk Cousins, so there is upside. I do like that. James Cook, love that pick. I'm high on James Cook. T. Higgins, it's crazy because I don't have a lot of him drafted, but I am very high on him. T. Higgins, love. Rashad White, the upside's there with catches, full PPR league. Christian Kirk, he could be the one on that team, right? Right? He could be the one on that team. You had to go Ferguson. You wanted someone else. You wanted Ingram, but he went, before you in the round before. Keon Coleman. You love Keon. I know you were a little upset about Ingram. You're like, shit. Keon Coleman. So Gus Edwards, Jerome Ford. So this is nice and solid. Trevor Lawrence, Kirk Cousins. So that's nice. So you got a stacks here with your guys. Your top tight or topper or some of your top wide receivers. So Kirk and Drake London. Then you got Michael Wilson, which I like, man. That's good that's good to have him on your team.
Yeah.
I think, like I said, I like Kyler Murray this year. I think he's gonna feed his receivers.
Dude, finished last year together. I'm riding it.
Dude, I agree. I like him. I mean, Marvin Harrison coming in could affect it a little bit, but I mean, he's going to be the 3. I think he's going to be the 3rd guy. That's just my opinion. I think he'll be the 3rd guy. It'll be him. It'll be Marvin Harrison, Trey McBride, and then it'll be Michael Wilson. Let's see. Tyler Boyd, love it. Jalen Tolbert, absolutely love it. Hunter Henry, that late, love it. Dude, this is a solid team. I don't know why you don't think it's not solid.
Yeah, did you notice something about my team? How I don't draft backup running backs?
Yeah, what you should do is draft, backup running backs to other people's running backs. That's a smart technique.
No.
Why?
They take up your space, right? And they're only good if the starter goes down. Now, the only real upside of backup running back, to me, is on the top list would be Algier. And, to be able to almost perform to the RB1's level, right? Like everyone else, like backup, like Chandler, right? He's still a very good running back, but he'll never be able to produce to Aaron Jones level. Just way I think, like Vidal, right? If Gus Edwards goes down and Dobbins is out, is he able to produce and to take on that load, right? Jordan Mason, when CMC goes out, when he comes in, he's going to be nowhere near that level, right? So I rather, go with starting player who actually, if I do in the need of a running back, I have a legit trading piece.
All right, so Ty Chandler. So he had one game where he was like the solidified RB1 on the team. He got 81% of the workload, RB4 that week. 24 points.
Yeah, but we're talking about 1 week, right?
Yeah, but if he gets the full workload, I think there's an opportunity for him. And if Aaron Jones, when Aaron Jones goes down, I feel like he can put up those kind of numbers. He will get big opportunities.
Yeah, he wasn't bad because keep in mind, Minnesota still has a pretty good O-line, but I think if I'm not mistaken, I don't have numbers in front of me, but Chandler, I think anytime he was in, if you average it out, he was below 6-7 points per game.
Yeah.
Right. So.
Yeah, I agree. But I don't know. There's just something about Ty Chandler, dude.
Dude, it's your team. You're riding the Vikings high, baby.
Well, I'm not riding the Vikings high. I mean, the same reason I was off of Madison last year. I watched the team. I saw what he was like the year before when he came in. It's just like he got lucky, opportunities where he came in and shined. Like he hit holes that were like, it's like when you run through, when it's like a hole like 5 feet wide, right? Like if you get tackled in that hole, then that's your issue. But Madison was getting lucky with these holes. I don't know.
That's because of Kirk effect, right?
I never saw explodability from Madison. I never saw extreme talent from Madison. I just saw he got lucky in big plays. Like some things happened here and there, and he totally showed us, right? Last year, he came out, he had a couple of big games, and then he went whoop and disappeared. Yeah. He's not a workhorse. But all right, let's get into our next team here. James. So Duarte's team, let's go over his. Then we got Andrews, and then we got the caboose in Will.
Caboose.
All right, so Duarte. So Duarte started. He got Jefferson to fall to him at 10, which is great value. I mean, CJ fell too. CJ Stroud fell to the 8th round. So CJ Stroud. So Jahmyr Gibbs, David Montgomery. I don't think that's super ideal, but it's an opportunity. There could be a possibility where they both go bananas. It could happen. It could happen. But let's see who else does he have at running back. So that's where it's going to be tough for me. So Austin Eckler, Chuba, Ray Davis, and that's it. So Duarte, to me, it's like I feel like I got to get another running back, probably 2. But I like your running back or your wide receiver room here. Cooper and Justin Jefferson. That's beautiful. You got Tank Dell as your 3. Evan Engram sniped our guy James. Adunze and Austin Eckler is not too bad in your flex. So here you got David Njoku, Troy Franklin, Chuba Hubbard. So Chuba should be starting. You could put him in here if something. I mean, if Jameer's banged up going into the year, you got that. Matt Stafford, Ray Davis, Taylor McMillan, who I'm very high on, and Luke McCaffrey. What are y'all's thoughts on this team?
I like the team. I just don't like the Gibbs Montgomery thing. I mean, they're talking about using Gibbs more in the pass catching, but 2 in the same team, I have a hard time with. Like personally, I have a hard time with that. But hey, if it could work, it could work.
It could work. It can.
It could.
Yeah.
But it's just too risky for me.
Yeah, I agree. What do you think, James?
Well, if you take a look at his draft, I don't mind the Gibbs and Montgomery, right? Because depending on the team that they're facing, they could do both very well.
Yep.
But, I loved until kind of like the Ingram, right? So when he had his wide receiver lineup kind of set, where he went, Odunze or Stroud, he needed to draft another starting running back. So
I agree.
On Mostert, right? Zach Moss, right? He could have drafted Gus Edwards, Ford. I think that would have definitely made his team a lot stronger. And with such a strong tight end,
I agree.
Drafting Njoku there was definitely another mistake, right?
Yeah, I agree.
He started so strong, right? Look at his wide receivers, man. Number one guy. And all of a sudden, he kind of falters a bit, right? And I'm not saying he did anything wrong, just in my opinion. So he lost out on the depth and his running back, right?
Yeah, I agree. I agree. I think you fade Njoku here, grab like a Jerome Ford here. When you could even grab a wide receiver or a tight end down here somewhere. Like, you got Hunter Henry in the last round. Like, that's massive value. I think that, he could be like the second target on the team. We don't know how much they're going to throw, but I think Drake May looks pretty good. So I'd be really happy with Henry in the last round. You got Evan Engram. He's going to have a hell of a year. He could finish in the top 3 this year again. So I agree with you, James. It should have been a running back there. Just keeps your running back room a little bit more solid. You never know what could happen with, the Detroit guys. Somebody gets hurt or somebody eats too much into them.
Yeah.
It could, you never know.
To depend on Eckler or Chuba,
yeah,
it's very hard, right?
Yeah. Hot Take said James has the best team. Simple as that.
Thanks. I really like SoCal so far, though.
Yeah, his is really good. Mel says she's here for the fun and advice. Bayou says bedtime for me. Lord knows I need beauty sleep. Boy, I saw you in person. You're a beautiful man. Don't even say anything bad about my friend like that, Bayou. All right. Good night, buddy. And then Ralph says, I hope Drake May starts. That will give him great boost. Dude, I'm going to tell you right now, in FF7s, which is the Iggy's League, which is an IDP league, which is also a 16-team league, Superflex, I took my first quarterback in the 9th round. of a super flex, and it was Drake May.
And it was Drake May.
Was there that trap?
I feel like he can't really say anything about anybody's roster anymore. Rashad
Hey.
Bateman, Hawk.
I don't mind it. I ain't mad at it, bro. I ain't even mad at it.
I'm kidding. It
I
could
got
pay off.
Brissett. I also got Brissett, so I'm gonna be okay. I'm thinking my receivers are really solid, so I can put them into a super flex spot, and I'll be fine.
That's right.
We'll make it work.
Yeah.
I
If
mean, I'll
that,
tell you, one year I drafted friggin' Lamar Jackson and Mark Andrews, and they both decided I made it into the playoffs, and they both decided they didn't want to play anymore. They got hurt, and I ended up going to the playoffs without Mark Andrews, and I had to start Huntley. And we all know how Huntley did at the end of the year. Not good. Not good. I should have took Brock Purdy instead of Huntley. He was there on the waiver wire, and I said, I'll take Huntley because I don't know who Brock Purdy is yet. We don't know, and it's Brock Purdy show. It's 2 years ago, right? I'm pretty sure it was. But, all right, let's go over. We got 2 more teams, and we'll get out of here. Let's see. Andrew's team. There we go. I think it's so difficult on here. All right, so Andrew got Caleb Williams in the 9th. So Najee Harris, Raheem Mostert, Garrett Wilson, Marvin Harrison. So I love, this is a great start here. Garrett Wilson, Marvin Harrison. His running back room I'm not in love with, but it looks like he faded running back. So let's see what his team kind of looks like when he faded running back. So we got Terry McLaurin, Jalen Waddle. So that's nice. Devonta Williams. If he does well, if he finally starts to show out, I love the pick. Brian Thomas, I love that. Justin Herbert late. Getting him in the 11th round is crazy. No stacks there. Jalen Wright, Jermaine Burton, Tyler Algier, Jonnu Smith, Colby Parkinson. Okay, so I'm not sure I'm taking Jonnu Smith at all. I think that was just a product of the system that he was in last year, and I don't think he's going to do as well with Miami. What are your thoughts on that?
no clue. Have 0 shares of them.
Yeah, me too.
Like, what's he like? Their 5th, 6th, 7th choice?
Yeah, they went and got Malik Washington too. Like, I think that he's gonna have more opportunities than Jonnu Smith. So to me, that's a wasted pick. Nothing wrong with that. Colby Parkinson's there. I would rather have gotten somebody else instead of Jonnu. Like, you got Colby Parkinson. I like that pick. Tyler Algier. So we got your guy that you're talking about here being a great backup. Jermaine Burton. Man, he could fill in, be good. Not sure who's going to be the guy there. As that 3-4 guy in Cincinnati. Jalen Wright. I love that pick a lot because we know Raheem Mostert and Achane at some point will be hurt during the season. It's inevitable. So Jalen Wright will fill in, and he's gonna he'll just be an immediate fill in. So it's nice to have that on your bench. Brian Thomas, I love having him this year. Very high on Brian Thomas. I think he could be the 2 on that team. That's just me. Besides Ingram, he could be the wide receiver 2 on that team. He's very talented. Let's see here. I like this team. I think it's very, very well done. The running back room, I'm not excited about. A lot of upside. Najee could be good. Raheem Mostert's going to have those big weeks. But you have Jalen Wright there just in case something does happen. So it does solidify that running back room a little bit. Javonte Williams, another guy gets banged up. So I think your running back room's a little bit of a struggle bus. But other than that, I love the team.
Yeah.
Any thoughts? William.
I like my wife. It's the only time I ever hear William. I like the running back room. I'm that new article that's on the website, 0 running back strategy.
Yep.
I'm really like fading away on running backs. I pick 3 good ones, and then that's what I roll with, and then I'll figure it out once I get into the season. So I think I like Najee Harris. I think Mostert is going to have a good year. A, because he's Mike McDaniel's guy for some reason. I don't know why. B, he's a tank, but he does get hurt a lot. So it's like the one negative. But when you can get him in there, he takes off. But he could be splitting this year with HN, depending on how it goes. We'll see. And then I don't remember the rest.
He's got Brian Thomas, Caleb Williams, Justin Herbert.
Caleb Williams, I think he's going to be a bust. I think he's just going to be another average quarterback. I don't think he's going to be what everyone's making him out to be. But
having fun.
He looked good in preseason, but that doesn't really mean anything. I like how he throws. I like how he runs. I like how he reads the defense. I like how he scrambles out. But for some reason, he's just like I feel like he's going to be a Baker Mayfield. Like all that hype with Baker Mayfield, and then he actually ended up transferring. And now Baker Mayfield, I like. I didn't like Baker Mayfield back in Cleveland. I like Baker Mayfield now.
Yeah,
I think he's going to really do well in Tampa. But that's where I foresee him going in the future. I hope he does well for Pete, because that's his team. But I have not drafted him once in any of my mock drafts this year. Not once. Yeah, I can't get behind him. The quarterbacks in Chicago, they just never work out.
What are your thoughts on the Caleb Williams, James?
I love him, man. Like the guy out in the college, right? More research I did on him. Basically, he played behind a very soft O-line, and what he was able to accomplish. And you should have seen the kid, like his highlights of being able to throw while he's running, right? I love Kyler Murray because, this kid from day one had to run for his life, and his ability to be able to throw accurately while he's running is just uncanny, right? And that's what I see Caleb doing, right?
Yeah, I kind of agree.
Got the upside. They do have a bit of a running game, but look at their weapons that they have.
Yeah.
And
I think it's gonna be hard to fail with those weapons. I
agree.
I agree.
It could very well be.
I agree 100% with what you're saying, James. Like when I saw in preseason, I said that looks like Kyler Murray. I said everything he's doing is like Kyler Murray-esque. Like my only thing I'm afraid of is weather and the cold, because it is a lot different than people. I mean, James, I'm not sure how cold it gets where you're at.
So different.
But so the cold here, especially like on the water, like where Green Bay's at, where Chicago Stadium's at, like Soldier Field, like it is very windy, very cold. It's just a different element. I feel like the North, the teams here play a lot harder when they're playing up north. It's different. He's going to be playing some outside games in the cold weather, but if he can overcome that obstacle with the offense that he has, with the skill set he has, he can be very good. Like that's my only real concern.
Keep in mind too, like they will be practicing in the weather, so
yes,
we'll get used to it, right?
I hope so. I'm still not used to it, and I've been living here since 2000. So
you never get used to it,
right?
Just deal with it.
Bone chilling is a real term.
So for him to outdo Stroud from last year, I don't think it's going to be a surprise.
I would like to see it, man. Like now after watching him kind of play, I was down on him, but seeing those Kyler Murray-esque style plays, to me, gets me a little excited, especially with who he has to throw to, right? So, to me, I'm not off board yet. I don't know if you're drafting him here, and then what was that, 11th, 9th round? Like, who else is there? I mean, Herbert is hurt. Let's look. Herbert's hurt. Damn it. Stop.
You got Lawrence.
So, yeah. So, from here, it's Goff,
Stafford.
Tua, Lawrence, Herbert, Nix, Cousins, Rodgers, Stafford, Will Levis. You know, like, Williams' upside is probably bigger than everybody there, besides maybe even Tua, just because of injury. Like,
Right. And if you break it down, so along those lines, Burrow and Goff are the only two that I know of that has the weapons that Caleb has to be able to achieve that level. And for a rookie to come in with all that help around him, you have to expect big things.
Yeah, I agree, 100%. Will, I know you're on the bus. I was at first, but like I said, I kind of came around a little bit. I'm not going to quite say that I'm down on him or up on him. I just think I'm just like, if there's an opportunity, I haven't drafted a lot of them yet, but I think I'm going to start in best ball, just taking a couple swings to see what I can do and see what he does.
Yeah, like he could be a solid second quarterback, right? If you're going quarterback early.
Well, I just don't think a lot of people were super, super high on Stroud, right? You know, when he came in, you know, you're going to the Texans. It's not everybody really knew about who was going to be great there, and all of a sudden, boom, just everything fucking worked. And, you know, he looked good. You know, everything worked. Everything clicked, and they didn't even have a running back. You know, they really don't have a running back. I mean, Swift, I guess, but when has he been really super relevant? You know, like has great games, but, you know, I feel like you're going to have opportunities here.
Little underrated, personally speaking, but they also have Herbert, right? Who I think is a better Swift. And you got Roshan. And I don't think we've seen enough of Roshan to really know what this kid is capable of, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's why they kept Herbert.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, if they can keep winning, I think he's just got to get that too, that mindset. Like, winning, if you lose and you're losing, you got to be able to lose, you know, like, because you do play in a tough division. You know, this is a defensive style division, very hard pounding division. So that's just something you're going to have to learn to deal with, you know, take losses how they are. I know he's a very emotional guy. There's nothing wrong with that, but you're just going to, you know, in this league, you know, you got to be strong in that locker room. You can show emotion, but you got to be very solid, right? You got to come in with that, you know, mentality of a leader, lead your team. You know, everybody's a lot older than you are, especially your wide receiver room.
Yeah.
You got some very old players in that room. So you got to, you know, just, you know, keep your head straight, you know, go out there and do big things and your team will follow you.
Yeah, and like keep in mind too, Chicago ended up last year just like Miami with very, very strong defense, right? You know, they're very, very tough against the run. They do have a weak secondary. Supposedly they kind of try to improve. The only weakness with their defense is they were the league winners, you know, giving passes up like tremendous amount of passing yards to the running backs, right? So if they can kind of fix those, you know, defense is able to get the ball back, right? And to get the rhythm rolling, you know, you can only kind of expect nothing but positive, right?
Yeah, Ralph's saying Caleb crushed Bengals 26-3. Chef
we
is in
can't
here.
really count that.
Chef says Will needs to connect with Caleb. Just paint your nails, make a sandwich, and watch some highlights.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
And we're going to get to the last team here, but William says Swift is underrated. Herbert is a great backup. Agreed. I like Herbert. But I think Herbert's going to be gone. I think Roshan's the guy there to be the backup. That's why he didn't play. So they're like, all right, you're good. We've seen enough. You're staying. I think they're trying to shop Khalil Herbert. So that's why they're going to give him more plays. Dallas, I see, and same thing as he says, you know, if Dallas comes knocking, probably going to be gone.
Dallas is not coming for him. No
well,
way.
if you're Dallas, why wouldn't you go after Foreman instead of Herbert?
Yeah, I like that too. All right, let's see, Will. Talk about your team. So you got Caleb.
Boy.
You got Caleb Williams on your team.
No, that's not me. That's Andrew.
Oh, damn it. I was like, oh shit.
You know who my QB is. Come on now.
Oh, Dak Prescott. Right.
I was supposed to take Ferguson, James.
All right. So
Snipe.
you went Kyron Williams in the first, Nico Collins, Mike Evans, Michael Pittman. That's how you started your first four. Then you went DeAndre Swift, Dak Prescott, Dallas Goedert, Romeo Doubs, Jameson Williams, Trey Benson. I like that pick. Bo Nix. I like that pick. Xavier Legette, Marvin Mims, Quentin Johnston, Adam Thielen, Michael Corley. All right, talked about your team. Talk a little bit about your team.
The only one I don't like late is Adam Thielen. I picked him my first year ever playing fantasy, which was years ago. And he let me down. So I kind of always had a bad taste. That maybe it was a beginner's thing, but just wasn't for me. Marvin Mims, I think, is going to go ham this year, along with Bo Nix. I love Bo Nix. It's the only stack I think I have on the team. Xavier Legette. Let's just go Trey Benson. I mean, he's a tank. Dak Prescott. He's huge in fantasy. Regardless if he loses every single first round of the playoffs, he's huge in fantasy. And I'm a Dallas fan. Kyron Williams, I went with the first pick because I'm hearing from McVay is all about Kyron. Kyron's going to be the starter. So I'm going to roll with it. Plus, we'll be like what we saw last year. DeAndre Swift, just spoke about him. Nico Collins should not be drafted anytime later than the second round. He will be the wide receiver one. At first, when they got Diggs, I was all in on Diggs. But then I started to see, we started talking to JC and Pete and all the guys. I do agree. I think Nico's going to be the wide receiver one. I think Tank Dell will be the wide receiver two. And I think that Stephon Diggs' attitude will be the wide receiver three. I think that's how that's going to go. I think. We'll see. Mike Evans, he had 12 touchdowns last year, played 17 games. So I'm all about it. Dallas Goedert, although I hate Philly, I picked a guy that had Dallas in it. No, I'm just kidding. Dallas Goedert he's a good tight end. Fantasy, it's totally worth it. Totally worth it. Michael Pittman, most consistent wide receiver I've had in my team last year for sure, and prior. I love Pittman. I'm all in on Pittman. Even with AR back this year, he's going to have a great year. Romeo Doubs, sorry, Mel. I do like Doubs. I think that all the wide receivers are going to be used very well in Green Bay, especially Jordan Love. And Jameson Williams, I love Detroit, man. If I was not a Dallas fan, I would be all in on Detroit. I love DC. I love Jared Goff, ARSB. I just love this. I'm a Laporta supporter. I think that they're going to just I think anybody you pick from Detroit's going to have a good year.
Sorry to cut you off. I'm sorry. Like, you've been hanging around with Gina too much all summer?
and Greg. No, I've always loved them. I did. I knew last year.
Detroit this year too, because Minnesota's last place
in the playoffs. I was rooting for Detroit because I almost made a bet before last season that they would make it to the second round of the playoffs, and it was just like a fun bet I had with one of my buddies, and I would have won pretty good money because he was like, no, they're not. It was like, you watch, Dan Campbell's a good coach. Coaching makes a huge difference. That's why I'm big on Washington this year. I think that Washington is going to surprise the NFL. Dan Quinn is a good coach. I don't care what he did in Atlanta. I like DQ. And they're going to be better than the Cowboys. I'm not even afraid to say it.
Yeah. I think somebody out of the NFC North goes to the Super Bowl this year. It's going to be either Detroit or it's going to be either Green Bay.
Green Bay, yeah. Possible. Very possible. I'd love to see Detroit there.
The North is going to shine. I think Minnesota's probably going to finish in the bottom 5 teams this year.
Yeah. I mean, that's unfortunate. It's not their fault.
Well, it kind of is. I mean, so they could have went out and grabbed, was it Michael Penix? They could have got him. Why do you go get Josh Dobbs? Why do you go get Cam Akers? You know, like the team was not doing well. Everybody's already hurt. Like,
yeah,
I don't get it. Let's just make our draft pick worse. Like Minnesota just intentionally fucks themselves.
I'm a Dallas fan, so I know the feeling.
Well, yeah. I mean, you could have been one of the best receivers.
James is laughing because he knows.
Hey, you could be the Eagles in one of the best receiver drafts ever, and you draft Jalen Reagor over, Justin Jefferson and CeeDee Lamb. So there's that.
Forget about the Eagles. They suck. I don't care about them.
My team in that I did at the Expo at Draft Night Out is all Eagles. It just happened to pan out that way. First, second, third round was AJ. So I was at the 11th pick. AJ Brown fell to me. Then I went Saquon in the turn, and then I was just like, fuck it. Josh Allen went right before me, so I'm like, I'll just take Jalen Hurts and then like the 14th round, Anthony's like, finish the stack. Like, Goddard. But anyway, that was fun. That was just for fun. So, all right, let's see what else is in here. We'll get out of here quick. James, man, I absolutely love having you on.
Yeah, James.
You know your stuff, and you're fun and funny.
Hey, appreciate it, man. Be on here any day, anytime you guys want, man.
So let's just clarify for the viewers. How do you say or pronounce your last name?
Oh, so it's Saw. So you know when Jigsaw.
Mm-hmm.
Saw.
Saw. Got it. James Saw.
Just so everybody else out there knows how to say it correctly.
James Saw.
Just like Tyrod Taylor is not Tyrod Taylor, it's Tyrod Taylor.
It's Tyrod Taylor. Yeah. He made sure to say that on Hard Knocks. Make sure everybody understands.
It's Tyrod. All right, let's see what else. If we got some comments left in here real quick. Like I said, tomorrow night I'm going to be doing Drafters After Dark. I'm probably going to be doing it at, I think 9 Eastern is what I'm going to set it for. We'll do a 2 for Tuesday, some $5 super flex tomorrow night. Wednesday night, who do we have on? Hold on. We were supposed to have somebody, the girls were supposed to have somebody else on, but they didn't respond. We actually have somebody else on that I really like, and everybody else should know who he is.
Yeah, I saw the name.
Let me just grab it. I just don't want to be wrong. He did a lot of stuff last year with Scott Angle. Let me just find the girls' chat. There's so many chats on Twitter. It's crazy.
I know. I have so many.
So much. So we have Frank Amarante. Dude knows his shit. He was a very good, very intelligent. What do you say, James?
Dude, that's my Canadian boy.
Yo, he's gonna be on tomorrow on Wednesday, so he'll be on. Make sure you come join. It's a great show. The Game Changers is a lot of fun. So come check us out on Wednesday in the Game Changers. That's at 8:30 Eastern time. And then Wednesday is basically TSA Takeover. Thursday. Thursday is TSA Takeover Thursdays. We have a betting show that happens around 5. I believe it's 5 p.m. Eastern time, and then 7 p.m. Eastern time. Usually is Thursday checkdown, but it will be 8 p.m. Eastern time this week because we're having Marcus Grant on the show. So make sure y'all come hop on that show. Marcus Grant is going to be popping over. Greg and Tip are going to have him on, so that's going to be a great show. And then we'll just roll into the watch party. We'll be watching the game right after that. So come hang out with us all Thursday. Yeah, usually on Thursdays we have a bunch of stuff going on. So then Friday I'm going to do Drafters After Dark most likely, and then I'll be on Disco Show. I'm gonna have to talk to him about a different time because I thought it was Friday, so I was gonna just do it Friday night when I was gonna do that. So I might have to change my time just because I don't know if I want to be. I might have some plans Saturday night. Your girlfriend probably gonna want to take me out somewhere. She always wanted to hang out on Saturdays.
I chatted with Marcus for quite a long time, man.
Marcus is great,
and that whole crew, like just because they're on TV on the major network, doesn't mean they think they're at the top of the game. Those guys were so down to earth, like they're actually talking to you like as if with like amazing, man. Like that NFL crew was just absolutely amazing. Marcus,
Yeah, Marcus is great, dude. Marcus is great. I feel like everybody's great at the expo. Like last year, it was downpouring rain, and I was stuck underneath the canopy. And I wouldn't even want to say stuck, like it was an awesome opportunity. I was talking with Andy Behrens for a long ass time, and like, dude, I got to watch him, and I think he killed Nick Chubb because during that time he changed his rankings and put Nick Chubb number 1 overall while we were all sitting there. He literally changed his rankings live in front of us. And Nick Chubb died. So thank you, Andy Behrens, for killing Nick Chubb. If y'all know who Andy Behrens is, if you ever seen the movie Sex Drive, he's the one who wrote the book that movie was made after. So if you watch the movie, Andy Behrens' name is in where the people everyone's names are. He gets recognition for writing the book.
Nice.
It's awesome. So, yeah, Expo is a good time. Make sure y'all get there next year. But yeah, a lot of things going on with the sports affiliation. And like I said, go to our website. Let me see if I'm going to put it here in the chat. Go to our website, thesportsaffiliation.com. Just get registered. Basically, sign up for our website. It's absolutely free. You should be able to find it at the bottom of one of the pages that are on there. It should just literally just say, put in your email. Sign up for that. Like I said, we're going to be doing a giveaway next Thursday during the watch party. We're going to have a bunch of stuff to give away. And as long as you're signed up for our website, you will have an opportunity to get into some duck races for some for some free stuff. For some free stuff.
Yeah, buddy.
So come pop over. Just all you got to do is subscribe to our sweet sportsaffiliation.com. Dude, check it out. I swear, dude. We got a bunch. So we're going to be putting a bunch of rankings and stuff on there. Sorry, my mind is like all over the place. We're going to be putting rankings. We got rankings coming out soon. We're going to be doing top 16 wide receivers, running backs, quarterbacks, tight ends, defense, and kickers. We're just going to have our rankings. It's going to be a bunch of people in the sports affiliation ranking. So we'll also have a consensus of how our ranking is, and we're most likely going to be, making adjustments throughout the year. Obviously somebody gets hurt, they'll move down our rankings. We just want to have, some stuff available on our site for everybody to go there and kind of see what we got. But there's an awesome article up there right now from Doug Orth, who a lot of people should be following, because Doug Orth, if anybody knows who Carla is, who does the Game Changers on our show, she is dating Doug Orth, and Doug Orth does a lot of big content. He has this thing called the Big Board. Just go follow him, Doug Orth, on Twitter. It's literally at Doug Orth. Easy follow, but he wrote a great article, and I know SoCal helped with it, and I believe Anthony from Two Fat Guys, he also helped with that article. So go check out our website. We have a lot of articles coming out. Iggy's been writing out a DST article every day. And he will be writing some things throughout the year. There's a lot of things that come out. I also write an article throughout the year called Force or Farce. That comes out, and I do a show on Wednesdays called Force or Farce, and I literally just drop my article the next day. So if you didn't get to watch the show, you can read the article. So there's a lot of stuff going to be on our website. Also, merch is going to be on our website. That'll be coming out soon. There's going to be a lot, like I said, a lot of fun stuff coming out. Things are going to take off this year for the sports affiliation. So come hang out with us. We got James.
Saul.
No, we have TSA, baby. It's all people need to know.
I love you, man. Hey, everybody, please go like and subscribe on our YouTube page. It really helps us. Like this video. Give James some love. Go follow James over on Twitter. James, let everybody know where to follow you.
I don't even know my Twitter handle. What is it? James_SEO03 possibly.
Yeah, I believe that's right. I think it's at James_SEO03. I believe you're 100% right. 99.99999% sure.
No.
Just come out with TSA. I'm always around TSA, folks.
Yeah, we're always here. Oh yeah, we got card rips too. So if anybody wants to come collect cards, come hang out with us. Rockstar rips. Come just jump in my DMs. We have some teams still left. We're trying to get a rip going this week.
Let's go.
We got some teams. There's 6 teams left. So, and I got some deals on them right now. So, all right, I'm jabbing, I'm gibbering, I'm talking, but we're gonna get out of here. let my man James get some sleep because it's late there. I know it's late on the West Coast or on the East Coast. Will's got to get some sleep too.
Yeah, I gotta get up.
Appreciate it, guys. It's been a blast.
Love everybody
Thanks for
else
coming on, man.
Love everybody else that came to hang out with us tonight. Everybody came show some support for James. I'm gonna tell you right now, James, big show tonight. 161 people watching right now. So you brought the heat, baby.
Yeah, you did.
Hey, man, just glad to be part of the community, man. Love
you.
Be
We
blessed.
love you, man. You're great.
Love.
You're a great human.
Thanks for hanging out with us tonight.
Thank you.
All right, y'all. Later, everyone.
All right. Good night.